Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm sorry about this noise. I'm gonna turn it off. And today we are gonna talk about the Pandora Smart Moto. Basically, it's the alarm that you've been hearing in the background. It is loud, it persuades people to go away from the motorcycle, and it works. The Pandora Smart Moto, it's a very customizable alarm, suitable for every motorcycle, and it has lots of parameters and lots of options that are suitable according to your type, your motorcycle. Because in my motorcycle, this Kinko that I have here, I'm not able to use all the configurations allowed on the app on this Pandora smartphone, because I do not have the fuel level indicator, I don't have the pressure tires, I don't have the temperatures, and I don't have that information that the new motorcycles nowadays have. But if you do have a new BMW the GS 125, you can customize everything to show in the app, which you'll have on the phone, in order to see all the information of your motorcycle on your phone, on the alarm app. When you buy the alarm, you get this card. This card is important because in the back we have a code that more ahead you're gonna see how it works, and promise me you're gonna be interested in watching this full video until the end, because there will be something special in the end. Then we do have two tags like this one. Okay, I have one here, there's another one on the box. It's where you connect and disconnect the alarm. And extra, you can buy a bracelet like this one, which I have here. Okay, you use a bracelet. It does the same thing as the tags. You can also connect and disconnect with the bracelet. It has a display with the information. If there's an alarm, it will show here on the bracelet. And this extra sensor, it's another piece that you can buy, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit later when I show the alarm working, because this sensor works as motion sensor and magnetic sensor. So I'm going to put this on the top case later, and once I move the top case, or I try to move the top case, the alarm will go off. Or you can use it as a magnetic sensor on a door or a window. Let's suppose you put your motorcycle on the garage, you put this on the door with the sensor, you close the door, activate the alarm, and if someone opens the garage door, you'll automatically be notified that there is movement on your garage, even before someone reaches the motorcycle. So it's another security that you can use, okay? I don't use for that purpose, but it is possible. Other things about the alarm. We do have an anti-jam system, which is nice. If between the remote and the motorcycle, someone tries to decode the signal of the alarm, you will be notified of that information, and the motorcycle will stay locked, and then you need to do some procedures to unlock the motorcycle, but at least you are safe that no one found out the code for your alarm. That's a thing that I also like on this system. And then I do have a lot of sensors on the motorcycle. Basically, like I said, we're gonna have this one, the extra sensor. I have a sensor on the seat, so if someone tries to open the seat, the alarm will go off. I do have a shock sensor, 2 levels. If someone accidentally touches the motorcycle, it will give a little sound, nothing loud, just to warn them that the motorcycle is there. If it's something more strong, the alarm will go off, really loud alarm like you listened to before. Then motion sensor, someone tries to move the motorcycle, and tilt sensor. So if the motorcycle falls down to the sides, you will be notified of all that in the application. To install this alarm, we do need a technician to do it. It's a quick process. At least in my motorcycle, it took like 2 hours to do all that, because the technician will configure everything according to your needs. You are the one who's going to decide what you want and what you don't want, and how you want the alarm to work. In my case, the alarm only works if I press this button to connect it or disconnect it, but you can do it by proximity, okay? Just have this on your pocket, you come closer to the motorcycle, the alarm goes off, you go away. As soon as you are a reasonable distance, the alarm will go on automatically, okay? It's configurable. Another thing, my motorcycle, it's only configured to start the engine if I do have this tag here or the bracelet, okay? One of those has to be near the motorcycle for the motorcycle to start. You don't need to carry both of them, okay? Either you have the bracelets or the tags. That's very important. The battery consumption is very low with this system. We do have two batteries, one connected to the motorcycle and a supplementary battery. The one connected to the motorcycle, if you have a charger at home and the motorcycle is always connected to the charger, you can leave it running full time, no problems. Otherwise, after 3 days, it will put the GSM and the GPS in standby mode, but the alarm will still be activated. That's one safety to reduce battery consumption. Also, if your main battery goes under the 12 volts, it also puts the standby in the GSM and the GPS, so you don't run out of battery. So it is important that you are safe and nothing will happen. The secondary battery, it only charges when the ignition is on, and it is there. Why? Because if someone tries to steal their motorcycle, the first thing they're going to try to do is try to disconnect the cables from the main battery, and they think that the alarm will be off, but they are wrong. There is a second battery hidden somewhere in the motorcycle, which I'm not going to show you, that still gives power to the alarm and reactivates the GSM, or takes it from sleep mode, the GSM, the GPS, and you can still track your motorcycle, see where it is, send commands to the motorcycle. And now that I've talked about the battery, we're gonna see the app. I'm gonna show it over here, and as you can see, we have there on the top SpitfirePT, the date, then we have SMS, phone and the satellites, and saying that alarm it's unlocked. We have a motorcycle, skin of a motorcycle. We have two skins, this one and a sport bike. On the right side we do have battery voltage, fuel level, engine temperature, ambient temperature, and all more information. Some of these, like I said, are not usable on my motorcycle, but the more recent ones you can use. Underneath the motorcycle you have several buttons which you can customize according to your needs. I do have panic mode, I have the trunk, I have to lock and to unlock the motorcycle, I have a reset, and I have how you say, when you put the motorcycle to go to the shop, I can put on this mode, and the alarm will be deactivated, and then while they are doing all the things on the motorcycle, they don't have to be bothered with the alarm, and when it comes out of the shop I can deactivate this function again and use the alarm as normal. Then we do have GPS, and on the bottom we have 4 buttons. The main page, the second button, it's all the information and all the actions that happened with my alarm, and the third button, it's the important one, where you have my information, a phone number, but the important things are this one, device settings, where on the notifications we have 3 numbers you can use. So it's only configured for my number, but you can have 3, and you have actions that you can triggers that you can use for sending SMS or phone call. So whenever an alarm occurs, I receive an SMS and a phone call, but I can change if I want to receive an SMS when a remote start the motorcycle, when the engine starts after remote start, when reconnecting to the GPS, to the GSM. I can configure whatever I want to receive according to a trigger. Those 3 are important, and you have 2 emergency numbers. These emergency numbers, they work with the tilt sensor. So if the motorcycle falls down to the sides, of course it's not going to call me, because so let's suppose I have an accident, I cannot reach my phone, it's going to call the emergency numbers that are here defined, which I do not have any yet, okay, but I will configure this information. Then we do have the sensors, the levels of each sensor. So the shock sensor, the supplementary sensor, the motion sensor, and the tilt sensor. You can configure the levels, like I said, super customizable. Engine preheater, it doesn't work on my motorcycle. Remote start, it doesn't work on my motorcycle, it's not configured, okay? Go back, app. Here I'm using Google Maps as my main apps. System language, nothing interesting, the default theme from the system. The controls, the skin view, it's where we have the motorcycle and the sport bike. I'm using the motorcycle, standard motorcycle. Then you can change the skin color if you want, changing the parameters here. Show RPMs, show TPMS, and some of the information here, as you see, it is disabled because it doesn't work on my motorcycle. Newer ones, you can have all this information showing in the app. And then notifications, the sound of the notifications, nothing important. We do have control buttons. As you can see, it's that display that you see in the main screen, and you can change on its position the buttons that you want. Suppose here the panic button, which is this one on the top, I want to change it to stealth mode. Okay, it's saying I have to restart the application. Now it's stealth mode. So I'm going to put back on panic mode, okay, because it's the one that I use most. And this gear that I talked before, it's called the service mode. Okay, the name was missing. Now I know it's service mode, and you can configure all these 4 buttons according to these parameters that you have here. So we go back. Bluetooth control, like I said, if you are in a garage, lower levels, you don't have GSM, you just come closer to the motorcycle with the phone and you can engage the alarm. The last one, it's basically my information, nothing interesting. So we're gonna press this button here, which is to engage the alarm, and the alarm is engaged. Now we're gonna try all the sensors. We're gonna start maybe with something like this. A small tap on the motorcycle, like I said, first level, just a little warning to someone, letting you know that there is something or a kind of alarm on the motorcycle. Just a small tap, and you see on the screen, it's a shock sensor, it shows there, it's a little hammer. But if I tap harder, okay, I tap harder, it detected a more aggressive impact, and I'm just gonna disconnect it. This is a more aggressive impact. It's a like you listen, it's a louder alarm. I will receive a phone call from Pandora. I should answer these calls. I'm not gonna answer because I'm recording this at the moment. And you have indication of a shock. If I do decide to open the seat, and as you see in the application, the indication of the alarm, it's different. Okay, I know, done. The alarm is off, alarm is on. Either I can use the phone or I can use the remote. I'm more used to use the remote. Another alarm, it's a supplementary alarm. Whoops, okay. It is configured to work with motion, and it's inside of my top case. And as you can see, there's another information there on the screen showing it's the place of the top case, which now it's on the floor, telling me that something happened with the supplementary alarm. Okay, another phone call, I'm gonna decline again. I don't need to answer, but you should answer these phone calls. Okay, I'm just doing this at demonstration purposes. And as you can see, the motion I'm not even gonna bother, and the tilt, definitely I'm not gonna use that alarm now. Just to show you that you will be safe with this alarm. Let me just answer this one. Okay. Thank you. And now I can end. So it's just a call letting you know that something happened to the motorcycle. And now we are going to go for the main thing for me about this alarm. Disconnect it. I'm gonna start the engine. Okay. I've started the engine. My motorcycle is running. Someone ran out with the motorcycle. I reached my garage. It's not there. Someone is having fun with my motorcycle. Well, not for long, okay? Because I'm gonna do something just like this. You guys, I need to make a phone call. Very important phone call. You will understand why in a while. It's just connected. I'm gonna do a code, which is my code. And now I'm gonna do something. Just pay attention and listen to this sound in the background. I just locked the engine of the motorcycle. So no one will be able to connect the motorcycle anymore until I unlock the engine. Now, the only thing is they can push the motorcycle. I'm going to unlock it. And now I do need a code that's on this card that I've shown you before. This code. And I just unlocked the engine. So I'm gonna go to the motorcycle, and now I can start it again without problems. So this for me, it's the main feature of this alarm system, the Pandora Smart Moto. The ability to send commands to the motorcycle, and the main one, it's this one. There's a list on the manual with several commands that you can send to customize some things on the motorcycle, but I don't recommend doing it. If you have any issues, contact the technician and they will help you, or use the app to configure the things that you know that won't damage the alarm and won't mess the configurations. Those are the things that you should mess. Things more complicated, I do recommend you call the services. They work great, they have a good support. And with this feature on, guys, if this feature doesn't sell this alarm, I don't know what it will sell this alarm. If you like this presentation of the Pandora Smart Moto, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell below to receive my future videos, follow my other networks, leave your comments down below if you have any doubts. I will try to answer, and I really hope I can see you in the next one. Bye!